Greetings again. I am here because I need to show you how we do the prayer insert. As you can see on the screen right here, that the prayer insert is half-sided. I use the landscape side, and then I put the same thing on both sides, okay? Because what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wind up cutting it down the middle with a paper cutter, which we do have in the church office. And when I do it that way, I'm able to just insert it into the church program once I have folded the programs, okay? Okay, this is an older program. As you can see, it is May, and I thought it was current. And then I opened it up and I realized it was a whole year ago. But this works for all purposes at any rate, just to give you an example of how I go about inserting this and editing this text. Now, right now, we just have one page, okay, one-sided. We used to have double-sided, and if there ever comes a time where we need to double-side again, we will, but for right now we don't. So I'm just going to delete all this. Alright, and now we're down to the way it would look normally with our current prayer insert. Okay, what I do here is, just so that I'm not going back and forth typing on this side, on the left side, and then having to retype the same thing on this side, what I do is this part right here never changes. I never edit it, okay? I always leave that. But this part here is the basic prayer information, so I delete that. I do my editing on this side, so I'm just going to show you how I do it, because unfortunately this is not the current one, because the current one I can't get to it right now, and I need to get this done so I can prepare these CDs for you guys for tomorrow. Alright, so Pastor said that he wanted the prayer request to be in the program for up to a month, and then after a month we can remove it. We need people to come forward and to update us on what we've been praying about, but a lot of times, most times, that doesn't happen. So regardless as to whether we've had an update or not, if it's been over a while, and especially if we need the space to add, oh, here we go with this again, especially if we need the space because we need to add something else, and again, because we're trying to save ink, we're just trying to do one side. Depending upon what it is, we'll remove it if it's been here for 4 weeks. So let's just say that this particular request has been here for 2 weeks, or a month, I'm sorry. What you can do is, because, well, no, this is different. We do everything in all black now. A year ago we were doing the different colors. We're doing it in all black now. So what you can actually do, you can do one of two things. You can delete this, hit your delete key. I showed you in the other video how to then go here to hit enter. Another cross would come up presenting a blank area, and then you could start typing. But a lot of times what I do is, I know that the beginning of my request is going to start with please pray for, so I leave that there, and then I might change this to Michael, let's say Thomas, and Michael Thomas may be a brother to Paul James. Needs prayer. regarding C-R-A-Y-E-R, regarding employment. P-L-O-Y-M-E-N-T. Okay? And I may change a few of these, okay? I'm not sure exactly how many I may change. I may change none because we've had no prayer requests. Okay, so after I've made my changes on this side, I go here. Remember I said I don't change this part. I leave this part here, right? So then I'm going to highlight everything after that. Right mouse click, go up to copy, and I'm going to put my cursor right here under this, and I'm going to right mouse click and paste. Alright, and so there, now I've got a duplicated prayer request. The same thing is on both sides. I go up to save it. Of course, make sure that you change the date here. Alright, these are my scripture. Well, Sister Barbara gave us this information. I don't change it. I leave it. But we just change the date. You may want to find a different scripture. That's fine. Change the date over here. I go over here and I save it. And then I print. Now, if we are printing 35 programs, I print 18 of these because I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to have one extra left over by the time I cut them in half, and I insert them in the program. The programs will need to be folded in half. I have my method that I'll show you in the office, and but you'll again come up with maybe your own method of folding. Cut them in half with the paper cutter, and you just insert them in, and we're ready to read what it is that you have put together. Okay, now at today's meeting, Pastor was talking about that we were going to use this as our, I have to figure that part out yet, how we're going to use this. We probably will have double-sided for this because we need some additional information, like he wants the vision statement on, the mission statement, and we might put some other upcoming information on the other side, but it's still going to be one sheet cut in half for the time being, and then on special occasions we're going to go back to the full program and put who's doing what, put the lines for the notes for one side. The other side is going to have the cover, and then what's going on. We might not do what's going on because we would be doing it so infrequently that it would be kind of a burden to create a whole new list of things. So we all have yet to figure that out. I'm going to keep you abreast and make sure that you have the proper templates that you need, and I thank you for your time and your willingness to help us out in this area. And now I think again I'm finished, and down here it says I've been recording for 8 minutes and 48 seconds, and I'm going to end this recording. God bless.